Hey everybody, my name is Patrick. I'm on the agent development team here at MyLourie Life and Health, and today I wanted to take you from beginning to end of full enrollment with the ACA through our new enhanced direct enrollment platform on myLourie. Super excited about the unveiling of this, as it's going to let you do all of the ACA enrollments directly within myLourie, as well as give you some other cool features that we will put in some other short videos. This is going to be a little bit longer video, so make sure you stick around the whole time so you don't miss any details about how to do an app through the new myLourie portal. So once you get logged in, you'll come over to your dashboard. You can see how many applications you've written and all that good stuff, and change different dates. Pretty cool features there. But to write an ACA app, the way I like to do it, I like to go to Quick Quote. Then I'm going to run an ACA quick quote. So let's go ahead and enter some information in here. We're just going to look at a female household of one. Let's say they were born in 1965. Non-tobacco, not pregnant. And then let's say their annual household income is $50,000. So let's go ahead and calculate a subsidy. So this person will be eligible for a $752 subsidy. That's a pretty big subsidy considering they're at 332% of the federal poverty level. So even somebody that's higher income, they definitely still qualify for a tax credit. So make sure you're running it through the marketplace so they're not paying more than they have to for their insurance. So let's go ahead and view plans. Now, I'm not going to go through all the details of how to pick a plan for your client. I made another video on that I'll link at the end of this video. So for this example, though, let's go ahead and look at the Blue Cross Bronze 4. I'm going to click on More Info. You can print this screen to a PDF, email it to your client. It's a high-level quote of what the plan looks like. If you want more details on the plan, you can also scroll down. You can look at the plan formulary, the provider directory, which you definitely want to look at before doing an enrollment, and then a more detailed summary of benefits with the plan benefits. You can send that stuff to your client as well. So let's say we've already done all that. We've already got permission from the client. We've got consent, which is also very important from the ACA. If you haven't got consent, click on client signatures, and you can do ACA consent there. I'll link a video on how to do that at the end as well. Let's say we've already checked all the boxes off. This is the plan we want. We've got formal consent. Let's click enroll and do the application. So I'll pop this screen up. We'll do start application. Now it's going to take us to the EDE person search. This is going to look very similar to healthcare.gov while you're searching for a client's application. Now we know there's not one for this client, but we're going to search for one anyways. So as we knew, nothing was going to come up. So let's start a new application. You have to agree to a couple attestations here. Go ahead and submit. South Carolina 2024. Yes. Is this person single? Yes. Does this person file or claim any dependents? No. They're applying for their self. They make less than $60,240. Do you want to see if they qualify for a tax credit? Absolutely. Do they live in South Carolina? Yes, they do. Are they going to file a 2024 tax return? Yes, they are. Make sure you're telling your clients to file their taxes. Otherwise, they're going to get in trouble with their health insurance, among other things. Are they responsible for a child? No. Are they American Indian or Alaska Native? No. Are they offered a health reimbursement arrangement? This would be if they had an ICRA, which is a form of ACA through their employer. No. And finally, do they have coverage through their job or someone else's job? In this case, they don't. Now, it's real important here if they do have coverage through their work or their spouse's work, there are some affordability calculations you can go through where they might still qualify for a tax credit. But as a general rule of thumb, if they have coverage available to them from an employer or their spouse's employer, they do not qualify for a tax credit. So since this person does not get coverage through an employer, they do qualify for a tax credit. So we'll say no here. We'll submit that. Now myLourie is going to ask you to ID proof your consumer. If you're in person with them, you can simply upload a copy of one of these documents to prove it's who you're talking to. Or if you're doing it over the phone, it's just a simple attestation saying that you know who you're talking to. Now it's going to pre-fill some of this for us. Other stuff we'll have to enter ourselves. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll click Save and Continue. I'm going to put the office address in here. If you don't know our office address, now you do. So if you ever come to one of our in-office trainings, you know where to come. And then it's going to give you the address on file. So yes. Yes, this person does get their mail here. Email address optional. You can put an email address or you can leave it off. Personally, sometimes I like leaving it off because the marketplace sends them a lot of communication that can sometimes be confusing for the consumer. Also going to put our phone number here. So if you don't know Lourie Life and Health's phone number, now you do. There it is, 803-256-2067. If you're one of our agent partners and you have questions, call us. If you're not an agent partner and want to learn more about us, call us as well. We'd love to talk to you. So that's a work phone. All right, we want information in English. I like to send my clients paper notices in the mail. As you know, stuff can get lost in spam or junk or simply just buried in your inbox in your regular email. So let's send our clients stuff in the mail. That way they don't miss anything important. Now, this is very important right here if you're an agent and you want to get compensated for your hard work. You want to make sure you enter your name and national producer number in here. That way when the carrier gets the application, they know to give you credit. For this example, I'm going to leave it blank though, just as it's an example. So we'll click Continue. You're going to verify the household members. You have to select their sex. And in this case, there's no other household members, so we'll move on. All of this is optional. I like to leave all the optional questions blank. The only one on here that's not optional is the bottom. So I don't have a social, so we'll just enter some random numbers here. And that is the name of test client on their social security card. Are they a U.S. citizen? Yes, they are. Are they a naturalized citizen? No, they're not. These are once again optional. I like leaving them blank just for speed. None of those apply. Did they get denied healthy connections? No, they did not. All right, so let's add some income. So in the original quote, we did $50,000. So let's do a job, test, employer. You can leave the address and the EIN fields blank. No need for that. And then so we know their projected annual salary. We'll just put that here. Save and continue. Make sure all this is right. You just want to say yes for this and then save and continue again. A lot of it really is simply clicking through, making sure you're putting the right information. So just for this example, let's say this person is losing coverage. Since we're not in open enrollment technically right now, we're going to say they're losing coverage. So let's say they do have health coverage. So it's going to ask us, let's say let's make sure we read the question. One really important thing here you'll get trouble for. Once you get these last few questions, make sure you read the question. Are any of the people currently enrolled in health coverage? Only select applicants who already have health coverage for at least the next 60 days. See, right here, if we put that they had employer coverage, it would actually not give us a subsidy because it says, oh, they have it for the next 60 days. So this would actually be none of the above since they're losing coverage. So the next thing is recent coverage changes. Is this person losing coverage between 1.4 and 3.4? If they are, then you would say yes. If not, then no. Let's say this person's losing coverage at the end of March. So right now it would be no. So the next one is the question that would be yes. Is this person losing coverage between 3, 4, and 5, 3? You see how these are a little tricky. You got to make sure you're reading them right. Do test client. Let's say they're losing at 330. And then you don't have to put the name of the plan. It's simply an attestation. Has this person had any changes? No, they have not. And then it's going to give you an option to look through everything, make sure everything's right. If something's not right, simply click edit, and you got to click through some screens again. So now let's click save and continue. You have to agree to some terms here. And then you simply want to type your client's name in here. Scroll down and click sign and submit. So once you've submitted the marketplace application, it's going to bring up the client's eligibility results. So here you can make sure they are eligible to buy a marketplace plan. It gives us the tax credit that it did in the original quick quote, which is great. And then using that special enrollment period, they do have until June 3rd of this year to choose a plan, but we're going to go ahead and help them choose a plan right now. So the first thing you want to do is view the eligibility notice, make sure there's no data mismatches. So let's check that out. Since we got test client, everything looks good here, except since obviously this is not a real person, it is making us verify some information for household income. We do have to now submit loss of coverage letters, or else they're going to lose coverage, and citizenship documentation since we did not put in a social security number. So I always like to save this, send it to the client as well. So this is what the marketplace generates, and you can find it in the client enrollment profile at any time on myLourie. So let's go back. Now we're going to continue to enrollment. So we do have an existing profile. So let's do that. Actually, I'm sorry, no, we don't. Let's create a new profile. So let's do that. Now we're going to simply click on return to eligibility review. You can enter in as much stuff here as you like. So now is the eligibility review. You can see the subsidy amount, the household size, and the application ID. If you do need to change something on the application before doing the enrollment, just simply click on report a change in circumstance. If not, you can just scroll down and select a plan. This person is non-tobacco. They want to use their entire tax credit. They want to agree to that taxpayer attestation. You want to make sure you're explaining to your clients how it works with the subsidy, how it gets reconciled when they file their tax return. And now you just want to simply go back in, find the plan you were originally looking at. So we're looking at the Bronze 4. It's going to cost this client $49.22 a month. So let's click on Select Plan. It's going to bring up a few more screens for you. You get to confirm that you clicked on the right plan. You can view the plan details. You can change plan, and then let's just keep going. So right here, you're going to say, I agree. If you were the agent of record for this client for the previous year, you would say yes. If not, say no. And then you want to type in that client's name again, say they agree to this, or you agree to this as the agent, and then simply click submit. So it is simple as that, folks. If you have any questions, if you run into any issues, any bugs, please let us know. This is a newer system, so I'm sure some bugs will pop up, but hopefully that becomes fewer and fewer as the months go on. But if you have any questions and you want to talk to us about it, if you need help, let us know. You can call us at 803-256-2067. We are here to help you grow your business. If you're not currently one of our agent partners, we'd love to talk to you about how we can help you grow in 2024 and the years to come. So be sure to check out the other great videos in the end screen. There's going to be a couple linked here that'll be helpful for myLourie and ACA as well. Thank y'all.